As usual, the contrary Brits had to be different and voted yesterday in the elections for the European Parliament. Most of Europe doesn't vote till Sunday. But there's already been a Euro-wide poll this month which resulted in a very different result from the one likely to be unveiled on Sunday night. One outraged Russian politician even said, "It's the end of Europe."
From the fading light of light, like a phoenix.
This night is dedicated to everyone who believes in a future of peace and freedom. You know who you are. We are unity and we are unstoppable.
And Conchita Wurst joins me now. Welcome. You got a great reception on the night that you won. But wouldn't it be true to say that on many social issues, Europe is quite deeply divided?
Yeah, you know, this night was a very special one, as you may see in the little video. It's funny for me because Europe voted in such a tolerant way on...
For you?
For me, yeah. And now it seems that a bit has changed. And I think it was a big statement at the Eurovision night, but I think it just needs more than one statement.
And there were some politicians, particularly in Russia and Turkey, who they were very critical, even rude about your victory. What did you make of that?
Well, first, I really have to say this is a very big honor for me because they think that I'm that powerful to burst a whole country, so thank you.
No, I just can understand that. Since you won, and we saw on the night how the audience loved it, but have you been on the wrong end of abuse since? Have people been nasty? Have people been tweeting? People Facebooking?
Oh, well, you know, I'm used to that. From the very first day of my career, I had to fight against, you know, against intolerance. And it, you know, most of the people got it now. You know, they understood that this is not a joke, that I'm serious about what I think and say. But there are still people out there who I have to change some minds, I think.
But are you winning?
Sorry?
Are you winning?
Oh, well, I hope that we can win, you know, and I really believe in that we all can change something.
So do you think that in some way the votes that you got, people were sending a political statement by voting for you?
I think, you know, in the end of the day, it's a singing contest. So by all my beliefs, you know, and what I said, if I had a bad song, I wouldn't have won, you know. But beside that, of course, I think it was a political statement, especially, you see it in Russia, you know, I'm #1 on the iTunes charts.
Ah, even with the leadership that is not very tolerant.
Yes, and that's a huge thing for me, actually. And it just shows me that there are so many people out there believe in a future without discrimination.
What about a political career? You thought of that?
Not really. You know, I'm an artist, you know, I just speak out my beliefs, but I'm gonna stick with singing as well.
So what are you going to do next?
We're working on music, obviously, because this is the love of my life, but I will continue talking about my, you know, my opinions.
Well, we're glad you came on and gave them to us tonight. Conchita, thank you.
Thank you.